He just testified that he collected a hairbrush. This is Tuesday. This is not even 24 hours after I called her in missing. One day, he's collecting DNA. It's a missing persons case. You don't know, what are you even doing there? 2 detectives. They're looking for, this is day 1. Could you imagine what they're doing day 2, day 3, day 4? He's looking for murder. He's looking for crime, not just any crime either. He's looking for murder. And he put his foot on the pedal because he's a rookie cop. And this is the way they went all the way through. What did he know about Emily? What could he possibly have figured out between when he got the case, which was earlier that day? He didn't know anything about Monday. He gets the case. He reads the case file. He goes out for a knock and talk, and he's collecting fucking DNA. He's looking for murder. I don't know.
No.
Is that police procedure out of all these missing people that call in missing persons cases? Do they go out immediately and start collecting, like DNA samples for murder cases? I'm going to say the guy's out of hand right from the beginning.
I think just Jura's nails it here. He really wanted to lead a homicide case very badly. So it goes back to what you said. He was quite young, even though he looks old as hell there. But he's quite young, ambitious. He wants a case. He wants this case. He
built it, and they found her, and they found her, and it was suicide, and they couldn't turn it around because they're probably incapable. They put too much into it too quickly, and it's just an example of what happens when bureaucracy, it's like you don't have control over it. This is what happens. He probably brought this case to trial. He didn't have any choice. When I say that, when he talked to my lawyer before the trial and said that Diane's going to destroy him, they were like, "You're going to destroy us," because they knew they didn't have a case.
Yeah.
Why would you say that to the defense attorney? And he knew he screwed up, and they just don't have the ability to turn it around. They don't have. It's government.
We spoke about this ages ago, Matt, about how political it all was and how political it all is now in Ohio and everything. So I think it's just that's the way they go forward. They don't care about you as a human being. They only care about results and how they can get on that step and further themselves.
Could you do that to somebody? If you screwed up at work and it would mean someone's life if you admit you were wrong about something, you're like, fuck it, who cares? I'm going to do this anyway because it's going to help me out. Who cares, really? Even if you're going to get brought to trial and you lose, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to them. They've got it. The system's rigged in a way that they do things with impunity. This is a real super obvious case of it. If you watch this man testify, how could you not know that's what this is about? Even the cop apologists will have to admit that this man railroaded me for because he screwed up.
He's still there, isn't he? He's still there in that position, and
he's probably got promoted. I don't even know, but he's probably going to be police chief one day because they'll take this and they'll spin it and they'll turn it into a positive.
Yeah. Sorry.
Detective Sergeant Alloway had arrived, and the 3 of us attempted to walk the bike path.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
His boss, who's on the stand, Alloway.
Yeah.
What's he doing there? It's a knock and talk. What are you doing? What's all this attention? Then they'll be like, you read the file and all we had was a missing person. That's all we knew. And they'll admit to you. They didn't know anything. The sergeant detective or his boss is showing up at the scene. I mean, get it? Yeah, I mean, right? What's he doing there? What's the chief of police going to show up next? She's only been missing for 24 hours, and you don't know anything about her. She literally could be anywhere doing anything. They're building a case because they're rookies. Yeah. They don't know what they're doing. And could you imagine me being there, witnessing this? I mean, it's not really hard to figure out. They wouldn't even look at me. They wouldn't look in your eyes. They don't look in your eyes. When I went to jail and for this, and I'm in jail and I'm talking with the inmates in there and kind of discussing things. And they're like, cops won't look at you because they don't want to look at you because they know they're fucking you and they don't want to like deal with that. So they just personally just make it not personal. That's why they're not looking at you because they get trained you're going to do this horrible thing, and they don't want to know if you're a person or not. No one would look at me. No, that dude wouldn't look at me that day. No one would look at me.
Yeah. 24 hours is not a long time for a missing person to then turn into a homicide case. That's not.
There was no evidence found anywhere, and they testified to that. Holloway did a couple days ago, our last couple podcasts ago. He got on the stand and he said when Texas EquiSearch was called in, they asked them, well, what information did you tell Texas EquiSearch? And he said, well, there really wasn't anything to tell them. We just had a missing person. He's admitting to you that there was no reason for them to even be there. Texas EquiSearch searches for corpses. They showed up on Saturday, but I mean, they're doing what they're doing now with the bosses coming out and everybody's looking, and they're not even really looking, are they? I'm like, hey, you want to go up here and look up here? These other places where she would go? And they're like, no, that's all right. This is fine. This is all we need.
Yeah.
Beats me.
Yeah. They do.
Jury again marking where you went, the three of you at that time.
So we had started on the south side down along County Line Road, and we checked this entire area up to where Maplebrook Drive is, essentially having between the three of us, we had one on the path itself, just in case there was any blood or anything like that.
Blood. They're looking for blood outside.
Yeah.
Right where they found my wife. Right in the same area. What are they doing? Who's looking for blood?
No, that's true.
Is that normal procedure for police?
Both saw Amber at Johnny's house on the 24th of May with not a goddamn thing wrong with her.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Yes.
Dr. Hines. Is he? I don't know.
I like him. Whoever that guy is, I like him. He gets it. Put him on.